You are listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
Yes, sir. Welcome everybody to the Party Nerds podcast. God damn, okay. Now the Shaolin Temple is now open for new students.
That's right.
As discussed, of course. Today we are going to be discussing what's your top 5 action fight scenes in film and TV. But for the most part, of course, Ralphie's here, Jorge's here, I'm here. Sure, Haas is going to join us pretty much later. We had pretty much a roundabout as far as like the news is concerned this week. Skeleton Crew basically opened up the week on Disney Plus. What was it? Creature Commandos came out on Thursday as far as like last week. And as I think as much as now, we're on like episode 4 of Doom Prophecy, which was actually before this week the #1 streaming TV show out there on top of anything. So let's keep it real. There's a lot of sci-fi fans out there. And if you're not watching that, Silo is available for you, even though Apple does no promotion for their series whatsoever. They do no promotion. But Silo is fire if you have never seen it. But Craven's going to drop next week.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Craven or what?
This is the thing. As with things lately, I have to go in with the lowest of expectations.
You're right. You're accepting Tubi quality.
I'm accepting pretty much the worst of the worst because it is the Sonyverse. The track record is what it is. So,
are you relying on a storyline?
I am absolutely not relying on the storyline. This guy has to fight from the beginning of the movie all the way to the end, but that didn't happen. Why? Because the first 8 minutes of the movie was actually released online to YouTube, and that's usually a bad sign.
What are your thoughts on that 8-minute short?
That 8-minute short showed me shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It just showed me shit. And then now, of course, Amazon Prime on December 10th, we're going to have Secret Level, which is, of course, a bunch of short story vignettes of some of the most popular video games out there. Of course, done by Blur Studios, who did some of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, but for the most part, Pac-Man, Mega Man, was it Armored Core?
Armored Core.
Shoot, was Sifu, Warhammer?
Was it Samurai Jack?
I don't think Samurai Jack was on.
Oh, they didn't do Samurai Jack?
No, it did Samurai Jack.
God
of War is also one of them too. There's a God of War storyline that's actually going to get put on there as well. So for anybody having any inclination of what that storyline might look like if it's done in live action and done in the movies, I feel like it might be a misrepresentation because I feel like the video games and the artwork and the CGI, the aesthetic of it is done correctly when it's done in the video game. It's done correctly when it's CGI. You put it in live action mode, can you actually capture what's being done with the video game? Probably not.
Unless you're Sonic. You found the remedy.
Well, Sonic is the remedy. Why? Because he's still CGI. If he was actually a furry ass, anamorphic ass creature walking around with red sneakers on, whole different story.
True.
What about dude in a suit, Jim Henson creature?
Look, puppetry.
Yeah,
I still think that might be creepy, and I love Jim Henson.
Hold on.
Well, remember Ninja Turtles 1? How they pulled off?
Ninja Turtles 1 was humans in suits.
Yeah, can you think you can pull it off with Sonic?
Look, no.
A midget in the
that would have been pulled off in the 90s because we didn't have CGI. So when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, it was the 90s. You couldn't do CGI. You had FX.
You know what? I got y'all. Say less. I knew exactly where we were going. It's my favorite person in the whole wide world. This brother right here. We had that.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Look at Dwayne. Dwayne, little head, big body, having ass. Look at him.
Mad dome, small head, but hella shoulders.
Good
Look
God Almighty. He looked like a pickled turd right out the toilet. Look at that motherfucker.
I mean, was it that terrible?
That is absolutely horrendous.
Yes.
But I mean, I don't know. Ralphie, did you happen to watch Skeleton Crew or Creature Commandos this week?
First off, you already know my what would I would say? What's the proper word? You already know my objections for Skeleton Crew. Since y'all decided to trash everything else, I refuse to acknowledge that.
Don't look at me as the y'all. I'm not the y'all.
It's not
I
y'all. I
love
wouldn't
acting
put
like
you in that, you know. But
I love acting
yeah,
like
I have not. I forgot to do my homework assignment and watch the other thing as well too. I knew it was something, but I forgot because I ended up seeing Solo Leveling this weekend actually. So
anime.
yep, this is one of the
Oh.
anime films that hit the theaters. So if you guys are into any of that stuff, especially since we're having a conversation of fight scenes and all that types of jazz, Solo Leveling needs to be on your list.
You know what? Now, why does that come up to the question of me always saying, why doesn't anime put their movies out a lot more than what they do?
Well, let's go ahead and say, honestly, the storytelling is just a lot better in that type of sequence. It's just always worked that way. The moment you put it up into the movie, there's only 2 hours or a little bit less that it can keep your obviously your attention span. But there's so much more to it. And then especially for those that are manga readers, and I declare there's people who are manga readers, the PhD, the doctrines of all of this stuff, it's just so much more fulfilling, and you're reading so much more of the emotions and whatever the gist is. But when you put it on a big screen on a movie, yeah, it's cool, but your attention span is only for this.
Yeah, but guys, can't yo, James and Ralphie, do you think a movie studio could pull off crappy ass storyline, basically an AI write it, but then the fight scenes, the effect could be just phenomenal?
No.
What?
No. I don't think the feeling that you get from somebody writing emotion can be stored, or better yet, done better through AI, and then just do choreographed fight scenes.
Like a crappy story, like, all right, for example, Dredd. I thought that was one of the best. It was just all fighting.
Oh, what's Dredd? Judge Dredd was Sylvester, or Dredd would get with Urban.
Yeah, that's Dredd, bro.
That is an hour and a half of greatness. I don't know if people have ever watched that.
Getting to the bus, that's it. Fighting off and getting to the bus.
It's New Jack City. You enter the Carter and you try to go up into the Carter and try to take out Nino Brown, but he's not there. But Pookie got his neck sliced. You know, that's literally that's Dredd. That's if anybody y'all want to see Dredd, it's basically if Ice-T and all the cops entered the Carter and it was a whole hour and a half of the Carter.
That's right.
But you see, now that leads into what would win on my list there. But we'll get into that because, again, there is a movie that's just similar to that synopsis that made it onto my list. But I need to watch Dredd in order to give that kind of like same energy. Was that the new one or the old one? The one with Sylvester?
The newer one was with what's his name? Carl Urban from The Boys.
Yeah, I need to see that one.
Absolutely.
The best.
All right. So for the most part, we decided that we wanted to put out there because we haven't done one of these in a real long time, but we wanted to get to the point where we put up our top 5 action fight scenes in film and TV. If you happen to have anything that's brand new, there might be something that basically you have thought about all the time, have put up in your, always discusses your top action sequence that has happened in film and TV. But we've also relied on the fans to basically comment on this on our Facebook and IG posts to see exactly what they think as far as if any of ours are in the same comparison, same genres, however you want to run it. Does it work? And the thing is, I guess I'm more of a practitioner of the practical arts. So you will probably see a lot of kung fu movies in mine.
Well, that's basically where I was going to go with it as well too. I think that's kind of like I did think of how can we broaden this, or how can we go outside of just a simple kung fu, because there's a ton of great fight scenes. Like this was tough.
Like say for instance, like I know some people would be like the opening scene of Troy where Brad Pitt basically like walks in and Achilles against that gigantic ass dude. But the thing is, that's more one-sided, because that dude just literally yelled with his shield and then he got shanked, and then that was it. That was the end of the fight.
But it's how it made you feel, because again, you sit there and you're feeling for when you see he's out there, and you're like, Brad Pitt, what you about to do? And he's like, and my boy did the slice.
Nah, his fight against Hector was a fight.
Yeah.
That was a fight. And to be honest, like Hector kind of like gave him a little bit of a run for his money, but then it was like, yeah, you're about to get done in, brother.
You're about to get done in.
Done in. And little did we know that, of course, the great stories of Greek mythology that nobody could defeat Achilles, but yet an arrow through his Achilles would be
Cheap shot. Orlando Bloom.
shot by Orlando Bloom. Oh,
And
Dude,
that
that was
pissed me
such a-
off. That
Oh,
sucked. Yeah,
bitch.
They went lazy on that writing.
that was, yeah, like, let me just sit up in this tower. I got him.
Yeah.
That's lazy writing right there. And nothing against you, Orlando. We still love you at the end of the day, Gran Turismo. But
Yo,
that was just horrible writing.
that first fight was fire because he did hit him with a Euro step stab. And that's
Thank
true.
you.
He
What
gave
did I
him
just say? Ha, ha, ha. Okay?
a hit.
Ha,
He
ha.
gave him a Luka Doncic.
Okay?
Uh,
You good. The way you felt, you were like, oh, okay. Like, you went into the movie properly.
It was
then
fire,
didn't.
but it was one-sided. Like, the dude was not going to fight back after that. He got super shanked. Like, through the
boy got
neck,
cooked.
beyond the shoulders, into the heart. He might have got stabbed in his heart from his shoulders.
yep.
That's how bad that shit was. But, of
So-
course, there's a bunch out there. And
So
we,
what-
for the most part... Go ahead.
No, I want to ask you guys, what helps an amazing fight scene? Does the actor have to be like
I think it
have a
has
lot
to
of
be-
experience?
I think
the
it has to be-
choreography.
It has to be prolonged. I think not only does the protagonist have to have like an advantage or anything like that. I think the antagonist has to be just as fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you're like, damn, yo, this could go either way. I mean,
Okay.
even though we watched a lot of movies and we're like, okay, the protagonist is just going to end up winning this. But the thing is, when you see it, when you're seeing it from an angle and be like, yo, this dude's like like they're getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, like say Ever just put up there the camera angles. If you saw, what was it, Bad Boys for Life?
Oh, that was
The Will Smith camera angles are basically
Yes.
having like the shots on him, even though he had a gun on him and everything. That's not necessarily like hand to hand, but yo, him going through that room, that's acting.
Yep.
Like, people got to give Will credit for some shit like that. I was like,
He
that
had
looked-
to all that shit. He was dealing with in media.
no,
He had to pull off the greatest movie. He had to pull off the greatest movie.
stop.
He had to ball his ass out.
But the thing is, of course, this could go either way. We have, of course, sci-fi. If anybody like wanted to throw in, of course, some basically Jedi Sith lightsaber battles or anything like that. You have basically, like you have fantasy tales. You could talk about like Lord of the Rings. Like you could talk about Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards.
Woo!
Like that's a good one. And of course, like if you're looking for the simple practicing of fucking hand-to-hand combat, there's just Kung Fu theater for you.
But look, remember, guys. Remember a couple years ago, we were so excited when Iron Fist came out. On
I wasn't excited. Who was excited? I was not excited.
You knew that was going to be an epic film
I can't stand that character.
before all that. Oh,
And I read the comics, and I'm like, this dude just does not make sense to me.
okay.
Like I read the comics, and I was like, what is the point of this guy? And why do all these motherfuckers got to be rich? He was a rich kid. He crashed somewhere in
Tibet, right?
he crashed in Tibet in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
And then he was met by some monks, and they brought this little white boy in, and they raised him, and they taught him the ways of the Iron Fist and the Kun La, of course the temple of Kun La.
Yep.
And then he comes back barefoot and broke in order to reclaim his goddamn fortune, which is the dumbest shit ever, because his parents died in the same crash and whatnot like that. I mean, it's basically the Batman storyline of the parents dying and the rich kid getting all the shit, but coming down like later on in the line, and he just happens to know a shitload of kung fu and his fist can flame up.
Yeah, but then adapt on Netflix, right?
It never really impressed me, because I was like, okay, I don't like to compare Marvel to DC, but that origin storyline reminded me so much of Batman. I was like, okay. And then him being like, if Shang-Chi is like something that was made in the 70s, and then Iron Fist is something that was made in the late 70s, early 80s, it's like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Did somebody like literally like watch a Bruce Lee kung fu movie and then watch David Carradine in Kung Fu the series and was like, I like David Carradine better?
Okay.
Nobody ever said that.
No.
But it happened.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Would you then say, like, with all of this stuff, again, I think it kind of reiterates the whole thing. Is it based on the feeling as outside of just the choreography? Is it based on the feeling of what this fight had did to you, or like again, is it just the choreography? Because for me, I'm like, if I feel it,
It could be a mixture of both.
you know what I'm saying?
It could be a mixture of both.
Because
Yeah.
think about it like this: if you watch compared to what we see now, let's go back and take it to like the 70s, like, you know what I'm saying, the old school kung fu play, everything, like,
oh yeah.
stuff, you know
Shaw Brothers kung fu flicks. Yes.
So based off of that, you're watching, you're like, oh, this shit is comedy. But like for someone
It is
like
not
Jackie
comedy to me.
Chan,
This is
you
real.
don't think so? You think so? No. Some of the stuff it just been, all right, that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he says, all right, all right. What?
Yeah, that's all you hear.
Would you? That's like based off of, okay, you're watching the choreography come down, and again, the sequence in the background is what kind of builds it. But would you say then it's just more now? It's like based off of our emotions. Like if I can believe it, then I know it's
Yeah, it's like that.
versus.
It's like the if I can feel it, like it's for the most part, like, man, like that's the one thing I'm talking about when I left that scene.
Mhm.
It's like the whole movie might have been like pretty dope, like even if it was like an okay storyline, but yet at the end, the one thing I was talking about when I left the theater was that one particular scene where the fight was like dope as hell. Kind of like how we talk about Acolyte. We was like, that's that scene with the stranger against the Jedis. What's up, Andre? The stranger
Talk about it.
the
Talk
stranger
about it.
against
What
that
did you say?
whole that stranger against the whole form of Jedis.
Yep.
That scene alone, I mean, bro, he's knocking out lightsabers with his head. He's headbutting lightsabers the entire time, and the whole way he's killing 2 to 3 Jedis at a time because he's pulling them with the Force into lightsabers himself. He's basically making shish kebab at a Jedi's,
Mm.
and then he gave old girl at the end, the teenager who was giving him the work because she had a double lightsaber herself, the 1, 2, 3 stabbo, tap, 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 and had her hook. Yo, I'm sorry, but that's one of the reasons why I love Acolyte. I was like, it gave me a villain that I was like, okay, I have never seen Darth Vader do that. That was pretty scary.
But they couldn't let us have something. They couldn't let us.
Not at all, man.
You know why? Y'all got so mad that he wasn't a part of the lighter shade, right? He was so mad that it was a woman protagonist. He was so mad that y'all just couldn't let it go. We had one of the best lightsaber battles we have seen
ever
in a minute.
If you didn't watch Acolyte and if you didn't watch Acolyte and you just want to watch that scene, take your ass to YouTube and watch The Stranger against all the Jedis in episode 3. That's it. And just watch how he goes about his business. The power of many shish kebabs, because he was Stabby McStabberton right there. You know, like, and the thing is, who knows? I don't know everybody's taste. Maybe for the most part, some people might necessarily say something that's brand new. They might say Deadpool against Wolverine in the car.
Oh, that was good.
That's something.
Bro, they went on for a little bit.
It's also on Disney Plus. Who haven't seen it, you can go ahead and see it on Disney Plus.
You could just literally say, and once again, YouTube is always available. Deadpool versus, this is the Cliff Notes. Jorge loves this shit.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Deadpool versus Wolverine in the car.
I need to watch the movie in less than 20 minutes.
That's it. He needs Cliff Notes. He don't like
intricate. You gotta be quick with it.
Quick.
Right. They're like, how does this story end? Now. Now. The movie just started. How does it end? You know what I'm saying? Biggs, Everett, Andre, everybody's in the building. I I hope y'all got y'all top 5 list. But the thing
Right.
is,
Word.
for the most part, before we actually reveal our list, we wanted to talk about what necessarily makes a top 5.
Yep.
As far as like the choreography is concerned, as far as what makes a top action sequence. Is it hand-to-hand combat? Is it necessarily sword play? What could it be?
The
You know,
storyline behind they're fighting for honor or something, right?
yeah, like maybe it's something like so compelling about the story that it led to a mano a mano at the end that you might necessarily have to deal with the emotion of it. Absolutely, Evan.
Emotion.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was like, bro, man, and look, that ending is like, you know, like even if some people, I'm sure there's people out there that will literally put Avengers Endgame, everybody against Thanos and the crew.
Yeah.
Or they might say Thanos on Titan against Iron Man, Spider-Man, Strange. That was a
Or let me go ahead and add on to that. Or when Thanos basically knocked Hulk back to being a bitch.
you could say that one.
What?
Because look, we still ain't gotten past that. Hulk has never
What?
recovered. Has never recovered.
You see what I'm saying? And that you just feel some type of way
I'm
because
waiting.
we are never gonna get him back.
I'm waiting for the one Black Marvel character to say something to this motherfucker. But like, you ain't been right since Thanos put them paws on your head. You ain't been right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just saying. Like, look, you see Ralphie's reaction?
Free fades on planet, whatever they fought.
Bro, he said free fades on planet Titan. Free fades. Thanos put them hands on him. I never see CGI work like that.
I'm talking about straight rim
like,
shots.
He's like, wow. Yo, Hulk stood up. He was like, God damn, hold up. Oh, absolutely. Dre, Bucky and Cap put the beat down on Iron Man. Bro, that was sad, bro. Yeah, and I gotta give it. Iron Man was holding his own because Bucky lost that arm again. Iron Man made sure he zapped that fucking arm away, and then he was like, "It's just gonna be me and you, Cap. Fuck this little dude right here." That was
straight up jump, my boy. They jumped him.
They jumped Tony, man. And look, for anybody that says that he didn't, that's exactly what they did. Steve and Bucky jumped the old boy.
Exactly.
And he was just trying to get his one off. It was like, yo, this dude killed my parents. He was like, I don't care. He's my best friend. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
you kidding me? This is how we gonna rock. But yes, and the thing is, of course, you know, we talked about it earlier. Now that we got people in the chat and everything like that, we talked about Shaw Brothers Kung Fu flicks, anything current. John Wick, you could go John Wick. John Wick got some real. See, look,
there you go.
Of course.
There it is. Are the John Wick movies excluded? Absolutely not. But if you happen to say him and Common in the subway, I'm gonna fight you. Him just
what's wrong? Nah. You see, we're not gonna do this. Come on, Common has put up. Give him the flowers. Common will stay here, right there. You know
Common and John Wick in the subway shooting at each other in front of a whole bunch of people, and ain't nobody in the subway hearing the pew, pew, pew.
Yo, word.
Nobody's getting shot. They're that accurate. They're that accurate. That even when they miss, nobody can hear it.
Everybody just sitting there, you know what it was though? It's because again, it's the New York subway. All types of shit all the time happens. So I'm not surprised.
Kidding me. Does everybody have AirPods in? There's no way that everybody in this whole joint has AirPods in. Because him and Common, that was the dumbest thing I ever seen. Ever.
Hey.
Damn. Oh man,
that's the New York subway. What you expect? They done, yo.
There's no way. They didn't kill a single person. Like even when they missed, they didn't like miss and hit a person. It's like it almost hit John Wick.
That's a fact. They are elite assassins, so of course they're gonna be on point with it. But to your perspective, yeah, I understand that. Somebody is a little bit of glass breaks. I'll be like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Excommunicado.
Yeah, well, you know.
He had that coin. He had that Mario coin.
This is true. All right. So to get down to it. Ralphie, you want to?
Oh,
Wait, Jorge, did you make a list?
Yeah, I
Good
did.
word.
I'll go after Ralphie.
oh,
I'll go
go
after
ahead.
You
Are
made
you
a
sure?
list?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure you made a list. All right, cool.
Yeah, list.
All right. We're gonna get right into it. Now, my number one.
Oh, you gonna write number one? You ain't going to
I'm
number
going-
5?
I
Is
want to
it-
start top. There's no order. There's no order.
Okay,
Like
there's
I
no
said,
particular order.
everything is all, like I said, elite as far as for me in my list. So John Wick makes it seem like the assassins for hire in New York, like James on Task Rabbit. Trey.
That's horrible, bro. That's horrible.
So is that what they use to get that CEO of that United Healthcare?
Too soon.
Lots of copays, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Again, hey, you had to do what you had to do. All right, let me get right back into it.
What you
Start number one with my list, top tier. The IP Man series, especially IP Man.
IP Man.
I call him say IP Man. Ip Man. Okay, Ip Man. Sorry. I said, my fault.
Nobody
It's
calls
Ip
him
Man.
IP Man.
All right. Ip Man.
Ip Man.
Sorry, my fault. I'm sorry. I'm IP Man. You know what I'm saying? I had one job. I got too excited. I was already excited. I was
Not a soul that calls him IP Man.
We here now.
Future IP, man.
Future word, you know what I'm saying?
I'm on VPN, baby.
Oh
I had to take it back to uncles in the cookout.
All right, wait, IP Man.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
VIP man.
Wait. There was 5 Ip Mans. Which one you talking
There
about?
was, but I'm talking about number one. Number one, definitely, it out of the whole series, number one would probably be like my top 2. Because I was really thinking about this. Because number 2, if y'all didn't realize like that the fish market fight scene when all of the intellectual property, man. Thank you, Everett. Thank you, Everett. You see, the fellas understood the assignment.
We can't take people nowhere, yo.
But nah, they said it right. I think it was talking to Dre. Was it Dre or nah? It was one of my homeboys who was actually telling me. But when he fought the 10 black belts, he said, "I don't even care about
That
that."
was
When
scary.
he fought,
That was scary.
talk about a scene that hits the soul right there because he didn't even care about that. All you saw was fist to face,
And snapping limbs.
That whole come on, okay. Shout out to my boy Ip Man, okay, intellectual property, you know what I'm saying. But that was number one, okay. That was number one. Number 2, and this one's going through you. If you haven't seen it, you better do yourself some justice. The Raid series, the Raid Redemption, and the Raid 2.
1 or 2? Like which scene?
Now.
Because there's one particular scene in part 1, and then there's one particular scene in part 2.
Because again, the part 1 where my boy was in the hallway, and he been. I mean, there's too much. In part 1, there was already too much. That's number 1. But then the one where because they have the same actors in obviously in both of them, but the other officer, not the main one, but the other officer.
I know which one you're talking about.
Woo!
Where he basically he took the gun away from him. He was like, "I don't like to fight like this. This is for children," and he just wanted to get down.
So shout out to that. They gave us too many parts. But in number 2, if I had to tell you, in number 2, the fight scene that set it off was with the brother and sister dude with the bat and the hammer when he was just whoa! No, and then I take it back. It was
the blind girl with the bat.
The blind, yeah. It was she had the hammers. She had the hammer,
and he had the bat.
It had the bat. So there was that one. But that following scene with my boy when they got real close and then they put the hands together. Come on.
Like this.
Come on. Put the Raid series on your list, people. If you have not seen it, you're missing out.
I agree.
Next up, okay, obviously early Keanu Reeves Matrix series. Okay, the Matrix.
Which scene?
Yeah.
First off, when Matrix 2, when Agent Smith came back, but he came up with a whole bunch of other goons with him as well too, of him left and right, and he was just like, whoa, come on. y'all don't sleep on that one. And then let's go even take it another step. In number 3, Matrix Revolution, because everybody hated it. They're like, oh, it was boring. No, that final scene between Smith and Keanu, okay, Neo, that final fight scene, and then that was just when Keanu was like, you know what, I realized I gotta let it go. I gotta go ahead. Feelings, okay? Fights and feeling choreography, the whole 9. Fire right there, okay? Next up, late Keanu Reeves, John Wick. The accuracy. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it real. The first one, because the first one or the second, the second one. There was nothing. There was the second one because again, when my boy came through, all right, was shooting up people, bam, bam, and he was like, "Yo, why are you so afraid of him?" He's like, "Because he fucking took a dog and killed a dog." And when you get that type of feeling of knowing that somebody's coming after you for their damn dog and they car, come on, feelings, okay. But that's where I'm going with that John Wick series. You got to do those 2. If that's not on the list, yeah, I flinched when he killed Homeboy with the broken door and the raid. Come on, the Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going into my last one, and I kind of meshed this all together. And again, I wanted to go outside of the realms, not just keep it movies and all that. I wanted to go outside into the anime world. For me, it was Dragon Ball Z, but there's several that I can go.
I'm about to say, good God,
there's several.
I'm
gonna go with my 3. I'm gonna go with my 3 that gave me the kind of like the fuse. All right, so you got the Majin Vegeta versus Goku. When my boy just turned, and he was like, "Yo, send me to the place. I want him 1-on-1." You got that. You got Goku versus Kefla. That was new stuff. When my boy was in Ultra, like his little Ultra Instinct.
Oh, what happened? Damn.
Damn.
He went black. He said they were waiting on Ralphie to say Vin Diesel versus Rock in Brazil. All right, he's back. You're back, Ralphie.
Okay.
He said I was waiting on Ralphie to say Vin Diesel versus The Rock in Brazil. All right, got you. Jorge.
All right.
What you got?
All right. Well, no one ever mentions this. Everyone sleeps on the Musketeer. Remember the Musketeer?
Yo, what are you about to say?
The staircase scene?
Yes.
Like that was, dude, the sword play. Back then when I saw it, I was like, damn, this is unreal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to watch it like 10 times because I was like, I can't
believe that's a real good underrated one. Now I wouldn't have thought of that one. Wait, who was the actor that was the Musketeer?
It was some dude he played in like one of these hospital shows. Man, let me see. I can Google it real quick.
No, it was 2000. Yo, it was Tim Roth.
Tim Roth, yep.
That's fucking Tim Roth.
All right. My bad.
It was Justin Chambers who played D'Artagnan.
Justin Chambers was the artist, and Tim Roth was the villain.
February and the man in black. Yes. So, Ralphie, I mentioned as one of mine is the Musketeer. Remember that?
The Musketeer. That's a throwback and a half.
With Justin Chambers and Tim Roth.
Yeah. Wait, I remember the Musketeer. I just forgot Tim Roth was in that.
I forgot he was in it too.
Wow, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. Wow, thank you for bringing that back. I'm sorry, I ended up getting a phone call.
Go ahead.
Everything. Where I was leaving, I was saying Majin Vegeta versus Goku, and then I said Goku versus Kefla because again, the whole gliding of the Kamehameha on top of another beam, and then just pow in front of your face. Again, elite. Or else, last but not least, the Gohan versus Cell, because that scene. If you didn't that whole one-handed cut, come on, there it is. That's my top right there, you guys.
Nice.
All right, Jorge, you during the break you gave us the Musketeer as your as one of your 5.
That's right.
All right, go ahead. You're in.
All right.
Musketeer.
Yeah, Andre, we could do anime. Spit something. See what you
exactly.
Yeah. All right. So I put in my second one was the Protector, the staircase scene. Remember the Protector?
Oh yeah.
With Tony Jaa?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bam, bam.
Elbows and knees.
Knees.
Just knees and elbows and headbutts. He didn't use his fist of feet at all.
That's right. Yeah. All right, and then my third, I put Doom, the last scene, first-person shooter, POV.
With the Rock.
No, Carl Urban.
Hey,
Remember when he goes in-
that's with
Yeah.
Dwayne.
That was
Rock
emotional.
Johnson.
That was super emotional. At the end, he just took that serum and then went went first-person shooter, just like in the video games, and just started murking.
And I was gonna say, wasn't that kind of like the first? That was kind of like the first film to kind of introduce that whole first person.
Doom was the first person. Like that was the first time I seen it on the screen. But that was probably the first game outside of like Time Crisis, the original one for the arcades that I saw was first person.
Mm.
In the arcades, right? Because it was Wolfenstein and Doom, and then Time Crisis.
Time Crisis.
Yeah. All right, and let me say, Batman warehouse scene. I have to.
I knew you were gonna bring it up,
and I know y'all was gonna. You're the second person to bring it up, Trey. I knew it.
Ben Affleck. This cemented Ben Affleck as the best Batman.
Yes, best Batman.
Best Batman because of that fight scene alone.
Yep. What did you think of the Keaton fight scenes in Flash?
He even got shanked. And he still beat them motherfuckers because remember he got stabbed against the wall.
Yeah,
thank you.
That portrayed realism, and that's awesome. That's one reason why it's one of the best scenes.
Oh my god,
yeah,
that was the only high point of Batman versus Superman was that scene.
Right. Thank you, Andre. Best Batman ever.
Best Batman.
Bring Ben
ever.
back.
Bring Ben back. Look, I'll take him back. Fuck it.
Yep. All right, and then my last one, Kung Fu Hustle. The fight.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stephen Chow. Yes.
Yeah, that movie was the best.
Wait, when they showed up at the ghetto.
Yes.
With the whole crew. Oh my god.
And then the masters came out of nowhere. They're working in their laundromats, and then they grabbed the rings, and then just started.
Bro, you come to find out all these people that you thought was broken shit was actually like God.
Masters. Yeah, they were masters. They're hiding from somebody, right?
Yeah, bro. That scene in Kung Fu Hustle was fucking dope. Yo, that's
Damn, you heard that.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good. Really good. Okay. So the ones that you have said I have erased from mine. So I had to raid. I erased it. So I knew that we were going to have similar likes. So I erased the raid because I had literally the hallway scene.
Yep.
The original hallway scene because my man went the fuck off and just started going berserk. I did have I had Ip Man on there as well.
Yep.
But I had the Ip Man scene of him against the four masters.
Ooh, good scene. That's
on the table.
Scene.
And that was Ip Man. That was Ip Man 3.
Gotcha.
Good scene.
So that was basically the day that he showed up and it was like, yo, you can't start teaching outsiders anymore. And all the four, and it was a challenge. All four masters basically took him on and they be like, if you could knock me off the table, then you won. And he stood on that table and all four of them came at him. The shit fucking wobbled the whole damn time. And he still got it on. That was a real good scene for me. All right, so I'll get into mines. First and foremost, and Jorge, you're gonna like this one.
All right.
Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise in the bathroom scene of Mission Impossible 4 against that
That's
Asian
a good one.
That was a top contender.
That was a good scene.
That was a good one.
That was a real good. Yo, for one, they thought they drugged him up. They brought him into the bathroom stall. The dude wakes up and starts whooping Tom Cruise and Cavill's ass. Like start beating their ass to the point he even ripped out I think a HVAC pipe from underneath the sink and damn near stabbed Tom Cruise in the neck with it. And then Cavill is big. No, this is Cavill directly after one of his Superman movies. I think it was right after Batman vs Superman. He's huge. He just got that weird ass mustache that wouldn't go away in the reshoots for the next film. But that fight scene stands out to me.
That's good.
Secondly, Drunken Master 2 with Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to put that on my list. The
final fight, him against the Japanese dude with the glasses in the coal mine, and it actually happened in real life. He actually did fall on hot coals.
Ooh.
So Jackie did his own stunts.
Yep.
So there was one point where Like the dude's supposed to kick him. He just supposed to lightly tap him. And he kicked him very softly. He falls into the pit with all the coals and burns the fuck up. And you could see that Jackie is fucking on fire. Like his whole shit got burnt the fuck up. And he hopped up out of there. So that's the other one. What's up, Haas?
What's up, man?
Hello.
I can only for a few minutes. I gotta work this event in the Poconos.
Oh,
But
Oh, all right.
live from the Poconos. Okay.
yeah.
Since you're short on time, you want to hop to your 5?
You know what? I didn't do my 5 because I've been busy this weekend. I'm sorry, everybody. But,
This nigga.
but
Did
I can
you win the
drop
Super
5.
Bowl?
Let me drop 5 of the best fight scenes.
Okay, good.
All right. So definitely for me personally, there's the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Bruce Lee.
Oh, with the foot.
Wow.
A foot. That's gotta be in the top 5 with the foot. Right? With the foot.
What was that? That's Fist of Fury.
Yeah. The foot.
A blind 7-foot black man
The foot.
gives Bruce Lee the foot.
The foot, man.
Okay.
Foot.
Gotcha.
All right. Batman's fight scene in Batman versus Superman when he went to go get Martha.
Warehouse. That's
The warehouse scene.
The warehouse scene.
Crazy. Right? So that's you got that one. Then we're gonna do what's another good fight scene? Let's go with hold up. Let's go with something recent. The Deadpool Wolverine fight in the car.
Yep.
I tell you.
That one, yep.
Yeah.
That's
about that one.
maybe the most unique fight we ever got. Right? Then there's let me see. I got how many did I name?
You did 3 so far.
3. So only 2 more, right?
Right.
Let's go. Fight scene. Let's go with Gladiator. Blah, 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 blah. Do I like the? Well, the Gladiator fight with Maximus and that punk ass.
Commodus, right?
Oh.
When he stabbed him before the.
Oh,
Joaquin
yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix against Maximus. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Commodus.
crazy fight scene, and then we got the fight scene, and I'm gonna get you sucking.
Which one?
The one when they go to the warehouse. Like, those are some of the 5 best fight scenes I've ever seen.
That is hilarious, yo. That one.
But that, like, how is it that? Look, there's so many great fight scenes, right? So normally people will go to like what everybody else is like. Oh yeah, we could all agree like that's dope.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it.
We said that. We said if it caused the feel of emotion, regardless if it was comedic or not or anything.
Some could
like
be comedic, some are unique.
Mm-hmm.
Kung Fu Joe.
Yeah. So I didn't have time, but those are
What?
5 of the best fight scenes that I will always hold on to. So yeah.
Kung Fu Joe, Master of Karate.
But that
Kung
that
Fu.
footprint
Jujitsu.
on Bruce Lee's Yellow Drop, crazy work.
I heard somewhere that shit sold at an auction for like millions of dollars.
I believe it. It's so epic.
Word.
And then Kareem's kick was nasty too, because his leg was all
It was
bent.
a front kick. It was a pop.
It was just nasty, bro. Like it did not.
And they fought the
It did not.
No, he said no one mentioned Superfly. Dude, hair intact while fighting the snow patrol.
Bruh. Aces.
About.
You sons of bitches about to get it now.
It's not the typical fight scenes. Like, you know what's a good fight scene that I didn't mention?
What's that?
Four brothers with
Oh, Victor Sweet.
yeah,
Victor
the
Sweet fight?
Victor Sweet fight, bro.
Victor Sweet.
Like there's epic fights, but you gotta there's so many reasons why a fight scene can be you know what's a great fight scene?
What's that?
Total Recall when the fake wife
Oh, she started whooping his ass. It was Sharon Stone. It was Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone started whooping Arnold's ass. Yo, No, yo, you dead ass correct.
Yo, that is fight. And of course, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith fight scene where when they found out about each other and they went home.
Jim Kelly.
Crazy,
murking each other.
crazy work. So
Jim Kelly versus the Police and Black Belt Jones.
And everybody else's. I got like a few minutes, so.
All right. What is it? Jorge had some good ones. Ralphie already went through his. I was going through the middle of mine, but I wanted to get you in here because I didn't know how he said
The final break.
He said the final breakdance fight from Breaking.
Oh,
you got to save the rec center, right? Is that the one that's the rec center?
Electric Boogaloo, sir.
Oh, yeah.
It's Electric Boogaloo.
Save the rec center.
All right, so I was telling them because we all pretty much said kind of like the same ones. We had some repeats of the raid hallway scene. Ip Man against the entire fucking karate class.
Tough.
Tough one. I brought up the Henry Cavill Tom Cruise versus the Japanese dude in the bathroom.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
I was bringing up Drunken Master 2 with Jackie Chan when he actually got burned.
So I was actually going to drop that, but I'm not too emotionally tied to it, so I didn't. Yeah.
So I
do remember it very, 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 very a lot.
I took Ip Man and the raid off because Ralphie had already mentioned them, so I wanted to because I bolstered up a list and I didn't want to say like the same one. But we all had kind of like the same. We all had the same list. So the next one I had was the old boy hammer scene.
Oh yeah,
Korean fight scene of Old Boy, where basically Old Boy is trying to get to the final boss, but he's got to go through at least like 50 to 100 cats in his hallway, and all he has is one hammer, and he is going berserk.
Ooh,
so there's that one, and I had Eric Draven versus Top Dollar in The Crow.
Yeah,
that is a really
cool, right?
Because it started off as a fight. And then it turned into a sword fight once they got up to the damn roof.
Yeah,
Eric Draven is fighting with like I think a lightning conductor. He pulled out of the fucking building in order to do a sword fight with Old Boy.
Yeah,
and then he finally gets him by giving him all the pain that his wife went through.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
that's one of mine.
That's a really good one. The Crow one is actually super underrated.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like, it's a cult classic. So not as many people should have seen that fight as they should. And everybody watch that movie and pay attention to that fight.
He said George McFly versus Biff. George hit him with the one, and that was it for Biff.
He's like the girl, are you okay?
I was going to put an honorable mention because, again, we're going through this. Reptile versus Liu Kang.
Oh, in the first Mortal Kombat? Absolutely.
You ain't wrong.
You're not wrong. Because when we saw that in the theater, we were all like 13, 14 years old.
You ain't wrong.
He pulled him out of the wall, and it's like the first CGI kind of like that we saw ever.
And it looked great.
And then he turns into Reptile and starts beating his ass.
Ain't nothing more iconic when he came jumping through the wall. He just jumped through and just Reptile.
Yo, the crowd reaction. Thank God the internet wasn't around back then. The crowd reaction of Reptile coming in human form. Everybody was like,
yeah. Yo, but you heard when it said Reptile from the video game? Like,
Reptile.
That's dope.
And then Liu Kang did the bicycle kick to get him.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God, man. Yo, that was a scene.
That's an honorable mention. Had to put that in there.
Yo, you know what fight scene? You know what fight scene has to it has to be at least honorable mention on any list.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Apollo Creed death scene, bro. Like, come on, coming to the America song.
Did he put up a good fight?
Dog, it's not about him putting up a good fight. It's epic. This man, Apollo.
Dolph put them hands on him.
Listen, before the fight started, he was in his bag. When he got to the ring and he was still in his bag, and he hit them gloves, and them gloves ain't moved, we knew we was in like. No.
If he dies, we're not doing that today. That was a black man dying by a Russian.
If he dies,
he got James Brown singing
the most menacing.
James Brown watched Apollo Creed die. James Brown was in the army.
Bro, James Brown, that's what sets it off. James Brown dancing with the girls and the American flag and all that stuff. Dog, it's so much surrounding the fight. But that line, if he dies, is diabolical.
Bro.
It is. No heart.
Jorge,
It's ice.
Jorge, go back to that one comment. Was it that Instamello put up? Because people ain't gonna know about that one. Alex Grady versus Seijin Kwan in Best of the Best.
Oh, yeah.
We made, you know what we need? We made this. Now we made later on. We're gonna need an episode where we tap into like martial arts fight scene.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Because
we been bringing them up.
Yeah, we got to do a sub. Like
that's a good one because nobody expected. Who was it? Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts as a kung fu artist.
Yo, Eric Roberts is so underrated. He's so underrated. He doesn't get enough love.
I am sorry for what I did to your brother.
Andre, in the anime or in the
Vega?
That's
You know
definitely in the anime.
Oh, the anime Chun Li versus Vega is flames from Street Fighter. The anime.
Yeah.
We have to do one for Carson.
See, that's fucked up. He said Anakin versus the young ones. Yo, that's fucked up.
Yo, listen. Yes.
Puppet Tommy.
And I'll give you another one with Anakin. Anakin versus Count Dooku when he thought he was just going to get him with
the fucking.
and this motherfucker cut his arm off.
He gave him the 1-2 slice could do.
Over quick.
He gave him the scissor lift.
Everyone had to wake up to finish the fight.
Well, Obi came in at the last. Oh shit!
Obi, no, he didn't have to wake up. Anakin went to sleep. So what happened? That's how I remember right. So Anakin's like, nah, I got it. He was like, whoa, got his arm chopped off, went to sleep, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi had to finish that shit.
Right, but the second fight is when he gave him the 1-2 skidoo.
Oh yeah. At in the third movie in the Revenge of the Sith.
Bloodsport.
That look, Chung Li versus Frank Dukes. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. I love Bloodsport.
All of Cobra Kai. Let's go ahead and put that in. All of Cobra Kai.
High school.
All them fools need to be arrested.
Fifth grader got
Yeah.
through
You got that.
Fucking a home invasion ass show.
Yeah.
All of Cobra Kai.
Right. Okay, I know we ain't mentioned it. Blade opening intro scene.
Dope. Fire.
Him walking into the blood rave.
Fire.
And handling business.
Yep.
Fire.
I mean, that's the thing that I think that they're trying to. I don't know why they're trying so goddamn hard to like get across is the fact that like that's what Blade does, and that introduction fight scene that sets it off. He doesn't like all that dialogue and everything that continue within the first and second movies. Just know that you need fight choreography in order for Blade to work.
Absolutely.
Is what it is.
Right. That's a good idea. That would definitely let you hop on when we
He said, when y'all decided to do a martial arts episode, please let me hop on and talk about how Cobra Kai is actually closer to reality than y'all think.
Yep,
all right.
James not gonna appreciate it because James don't like Cobra Kai. I got you, Dre. We got you, brother.
All right, Andre, how many kung fu fights you done had in high school, and how many kung fu fights you done had home invading somebody's house?
Andre had a kung fu fight just the other day.
Yeah, I know you've been a part of many scraps. Many scraps where you did a home invasion.
I promise he did.
Don't forget the final.
I know he did, but you ran up in somebody's house and did a kung fu fight.
Yo, did anybody mention any of the Shang-Chi fights?
No.
I wanted to. I took that off my list.
It deserves
I
respect.
took it off my list.
Any of those Shang-Chi fights deserves respect.
Because I wrote a whole list down and then I was like, damn, what do I boost to the front? Like I had Undisputed 2, Boyka versus Chambers on there. This was a tough one. Because like my man, look, Scott Adkins can fucking fight. And I feel like he would have been a better Craven than the Craven that we just got with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Because he actually had a Russian accent as Boyka. And he's big as shit. And he fights like Craven.
Yep.
He said, bro, we literally fought at a donut spot. At a donut spot.
And the rodeo bar.
Ask for donuts?
Listen, sometimes you did the last sprinkle.
A rodeo bar makes sense.
Oh, you know what fights live though? and then I'm gonna sign off with this one.
Wait, no. I think I know what you're about to say.
Dog, if you know what I'm about to say, this is gonna be crazy. What do you think I'm gonna say?
Roadhouse.
That's
You know
a
what?
great film.
That's a great one.
That's a great one.
Roadhouse.
Great film.
Yes, but I'm not that. The fight in Wild Things before they go to the pool.
Wait, for what?
Wild Things.
You got the two girls.
The two girls.
Oh, the girl. Oh, I'm sitting there thinking like, wait, hold on.
Epic fight. Happy ending.
Happy
Epic
ending.
fight. Epic.
What was the happy?
Denise
What was
Richards.
happy about the ending?
It was Denise Richards, right?
Denise Richards.
What was happy about this one?
That's so horrible.
I'm just
I
saying.
know.
I'm just saying.
All right.
This is
So
epic fight.
horrible.
All right, we got
Epic fight.
Oh my
I'm
God.
out, fellas.
these
I'm out.
comments.
I'm out. Y'all hold the show
All right.
down. I'll catch y'all.
Guys, take it easy, bro.
Peace. Peace, y'all.
All right. So, I mean, now I think it's time to get to these goddamn comments. See what everybody else
it's
had
about
on
to
their
be
list.
live.
All right, here we go.
It was like, see, he said the first fight between Steve and Winter Soldier before the mask comes off.
Yes. Yeah.
Rocky 2 when he wins the belt over Apollo Creed and the elevator fight for Winter Soldier.
I like it.
I like
All
it.
right.
I
Here
like
we go.
it.
He said Haas is officially on one now. Oh, the chicken versus Peter.
Chicken,
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I'm down for that one. Good one. Good one.
I'm about to say which one. He said, I haven't seen anyone drop Luke.
Boom!
We just talked about it. Liu Kang versus Reptile in the original Mortal Kombat. And I'm confused. That's okay. We brought it up. Ace Ventura when nature calls when he fights the Woohoo Warriors.
Damn, that's a good one. That's
That's
a good
too
one.
much. Hit him with the
I'm about to
dart.
watch that one. When they could stop laughing.
No one's mentioned that. The
We
original
did it.
Crow movie. I did. I said Eric Draven versus Top Dollar. That was an inspiration for the Matrix.
Hey, we two great ones.
The
But
Raid movies kind of blow everything else out the water, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Look, we are thinking alike, people. Come on, let's see what you got.
Is this the first time we're all on sync?
Yeah, both
Yeah.
the Raid movies, literally the entire movie. Ip Man versus everybody, or
You almost
IP
said it.
Man, as,
You
as,
almost-
as Ralphie calls him. He said Ace Ventura versus the Woohoo Warriors. The Woohoo's. Daredevil hallway scene. Damn, we didn't say Daredevil.
It was on my list, but I dropped it.
The Daredevil hallway scene. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, I could have brought some of the Punisher ones up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Punisher prison scene.
Yeah. All right. Let me see.
He said when Steve Urkel takes the Bruce Lee potion and fought that gang, his family matters.
Go someplace, bro. Go someplace.
No, see,
Once
no,
upon a
that
time
was
in
that
Hollywood?
was that was a desecration, man. They had Brad Pitt beat the shit out of Bruce Lee in that movie, and it was a Tarantino flick, and I ain't like that shit one bit. I was like, "Ain't no way this white dude on set." Oh, Nightcrawler in X2. Yes, indeed. I like that.
Good one.
X2 in the White House. Basically, all of the
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eastern Promises. All right, we have to talk about this one because people don't know what this is. That is Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, that was good.
Viggo Mortensen in a Russian bathhouse. That scene ended up for them being butt ass naked. And they was fighting full speed. I'm like, yo, this is getting crazy. It's a Daredevil hallway scene. Invincible Omni-Man versus Invincible in season 1. Yes.
He beat the shit out of his son.
He said the Honda minivan fight from Deadpool and Wolverine and Lord of the Rings Return of the King final battle at Helm's Deep. Yes, indeed.
Great options.
Warehouse scene. Yes.
Yep, got that.
Jiren versus Goku.
Yes.
Yep.
Jiren versus Goku. I should have put that way up there because that shit was crazy. Daredevil warehouse scene, Cat versus Winter Soldier, final fight scene in Endgame. See,
All right.
some people got different tastes. That fits. Oh, here we go. Everett.
There you go.
Everett, the Bride versus the
Yes.
Crazy
That's a
88
good one.
Kill Bill 1. Yes. The final fight in the Crippled Avengers. Oh, look, bro. Why didn't you bring that up earlier, Everett? That's the Crippled Event. Frank Dukes versus Chong Li. Bruce Lee fighting the whole dojo in Fist of Fury. The Turtles.
That was
Wait.
Woo.
Hold on, because there's two of these. The Turtles fighting Shredder on the rooftop also happened
The first one.
in the first one, and it also happened in like the first animated one that Nickelodeon did like 5 years ago. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on top of that skyscraper.
I like. Well, no, the first one's better because Casey Jones weren't on that garbage.
Okay, Ever says the original. He said the original one
Okay.
where they fucked it up so bad that he fell into the ground.
Right.
Oh, the church fight from the Kingsman. Yo, all right. What is that actor's name? Because he was bucking in there.
Yeah.
Like all he was doing was clap, clap, pat, 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 reload, clap, 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 reload, clap, clap. Nuts. The Raid 2.
Yes.
The prison riot.
That prison riot was a fire scene. That was a fire scene.
In no particular order. Here's Andre. Daredevil, season 1, 2. The Raid, season Raid 1 and 2. Anything with Jackie Chan, Bruce Leroy beating the shit out of Show Enough. Ben Affleck's Batman, Martha Kent warehouse rescue scene. I know there's others, but these are ones that stand out. Absolutely. Look, no, you didn't. Instamello.
Dre was lucky with this one because Dre had mentioned to me on the side. He said, if y'all don't mention about this, I said, if you got to mention about it, then it must be not that great. You're pushing it. But I see where everybody's at.
Yo, he said Money Mike versus Damon and Friday.
Mellow.
It's stupid.
Mellow. Come on.
You were just gonna take it. You were just gonna take it, wasn't you?
And we all have the same taste in mind. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Dre.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He said, "Dad, we all got the same taste in violence." That's correct.
Yeah.
1, on your balls. 2. Oh my God, what else we got? That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! I thought we was gonna go through a plethora. That's okay.
No, there was, but it's all the same shit. The Raid.
Hey, look.
Man.
It turns out we all History of Violence movie. Yes, that is a good one, Biggs, because that's another Viggo Mortensen one. And Biggs, I'll give you some updates on that. History of Violence was a comic book before it was a movie. So History of Violence was a Vertigo Comics comic book before it was a movie. Dragonfly Jones versus the Student. Oh my, Kenji. Where my money? I ain't got
another
money.
One that just.
He said, I ain't got your money.
I try to go outside of the realms, but again, another little honorable mention. John Woo films, aka Two-Face, the one with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. That right there, come on,
yeah, bro. Because John Woo was the first person to introduce gun fu to cinema.
Yeah, gun fu.
Exactly.
Gun fu.
There you go. Nice little gun fu flick. Just wanted to go ahead and drop gems for y'all.
Instamello has a good one, a timeless one. You see,
what's it got? A timeless one? What's this timeless one, man?
Wait, hold your thought. This is a really good one, and I think everyone will be like, "Oh, you're right." All right, 1 second.
Ike Turner versus Tina. Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. It's all right.
Mello knows how to close out a show.
All right. That's our show for today. Jesus Christ. We have now. He said the nigga one shot in army. Go Joker. Oh my God. Mello's killing me right now. We have now entered the realm of domestic violence, not violence. Yeah. Not violence. It's fucking domestic violence. But she beat the shit out of him with a shoe before she got out that limo.
Yeah.
Let's be real. All right. So that's the show for today. Next week, of course, Secret Level does start on the 10th. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to that, but we will be talking about the preview of that show. And also, I mean, for the most part, we got to talk about Craven as well, even though we're starting on a low expectation. So for everybody here at the Party Nerds podcast, Haas, of course, is in the void. Ralphie, Jorge, myself, Fax. We'll see you guys next week. Party Nerds go.